Hey folks, how you doing? It's Nick Granville. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I wanted to talk to you about this redwitch pedal. This is the redwitch Plorius Chorus. Very cool pedal by my good buddy Ben Fulton, Wellington local guy, done good in the world, bunch of pedals, been around for a long time. So today I thought I'd run you through what this does. Super cool pedal. So it comes with a manual. Who does manuals these days? You know, redwitch do, and it looks fantastic. It's also a vibrato pedal. You've got these two switches as well. ERA determines the frequency, and then the top one is between vibrato and chorus. This thing comes with example settings. How cool is that? People don't do example settings anymore. I'm just going to play you those. So this is the first one, Lunar Walker. So for me, that's a staple, right? That kind of lush 80s, 90s kind of chorus. Something you would expect from players like Dan Huff to use. So that's a good one. That's going to get used a lot, right? You could pretty much just leave it on that, and that's kind of worth the admission price. So secondly, Interstellar. It's worth noting this is an analog pedal, so there will be a bit of noise, but that's what comes with the territory. Next up, Black Hole Sun, S-O-N. So you can guess that's kind of like a Leslie, sort of reminds me of something, you know, maybe the dude from Primus would use or something like that, you know, kind of quirky. So it's kind of Leslie-ish, but in a almost cartoonish kind of way. I dig that. It's really cool. The next one is Night Moves. Again, super useful. Next up, Quick Vibe. Next up, Meditation. Next up, C-S-I-C-H. So quirky sounds like that can have a super useful thing in recording sessions, you know. Sometimes, you know, the regular chorus stuff might be just kind of sparkled in here and there, but maybe they just want... like a bit like that, just to sort of emphasize a little bit. And last up, ring mod, which is basically everything up on full. exterminate, right? So, some thoughts on this. Hey, like all redwitch stuff, this is built to last. I hate it when gear's not built to last. Nowadays, a lot of stuff seems to be just built cheaply, especially pedals. You get stuff that just is going to break. These are aluminium or aluminum, as Americans would say, knobs, which is one of the things that you're going to touch first, right? So they're solid and they're not going to break, right? The switch is actually wired so that it's not on the circuit board. It's got its own wires to there, because that's the thing you stomp on, right? So it needs to be solid. And same with the input and output jack. So it only take you to sort of stand on the side of an input jack and twist it or something, and then that detaches it from the circuit board. So to me, it's like well-built, solid stuff. I'd rather pay more to get that than go for something that's cheap. So redwitch, as usual, builds this stuff properly. It does a lot of things. It does your classic analog chorus. It also does your vibrato sounds, and it does all your quirky kind of stuff, which is exactly what I would expect from a pedal like this. So to me, it's a no-brainer. I really like this idea of these sample settings. I used to do that back in the day. Gear would come with sample settings. You just try them, and some of them generally sucked, but you often would get stuff that you just wouldn't have thought of doing, and that to me was kind of cool. It's sort of, because invariably what happens when you get a pedal, you get it home from the store and you kind of set everything pretty extreme, right? And you go, oh, it does this thing that's like, wow. And then what happens is you start dialing it back and dialing it back and dialing it back till it's this kind of a subtle thing. So it's kind of cool to have, sample settings that are a bit wild. So they give you this set of sample settings, but you can also a couple of sheets for user settings. Isn't that cool, right? Like a place to write down your own kind of things if you just stumble across something. Because this is, there's no presets. So that's kind of cool. Gives you 2 pages. Yeah. All right, it's just well-built, good stuff. I really dig it. Now, there's only 2 places you can get this. It's a Sweetwater exclusive or from Redwitch themselves, I believe. redwitchpedals.com. And there's an email here, info@redwitchpedals.com. So, it's a place to get it from Redwitch directly or from Sweetwater, who are stocking this. So, pretty cool to see. So this is the Plorious, I'm assuming that's how you say it, chorus and vibrato pedal by Ben Fulton, and they're all signed by the man himself. Hope you dig it. Be cool and like and subscribe. Thanks. See you in the next video. Cheers.